Hello everyone, my name is Jeff. I'm the founder and owner of Apex Coffee Imports based in Calgary. Here to talk to you today about Leaderboard. So my team and I were lucky enough to win Season 1 of Leaderboard, the inaugural season. I just wanted to share a couple tips with you guys to help you get through Season 2. Okay, so for Season 2, I know that we're going to have 10 brand new coffees and brand new roasters lined up for everyone to try. And a couple of tips that we had success with in Season 1. Wanted to discuss that with you today. So the first one is if you're not comfortable with cupping or brewing large quantities of coffee, large numbers, the trick we like to use is break it down into bite-sized pieces. So if you're comfortable comparing 3 coffees, comfortable with 4 or 5, there's no right or wrong there. Do something that you're comfortable with. Breaking it down into bite-sized pieces can also help you to avoid caffeine overload, avoid sensory overload. So that's number one tip that I think is important. Also, a good tip when you're starting out is to use a reference coffee. So some coffee that you're familiar with, that you're fairly confident in your tasting notes with, place that on the table and then come back to it and reference it from time to time. That can help as well with coffees that are, say, high in acidity or high in sweetness. If you can reference it with something else, that makes it a little bit easier for you. Number 2, I think intentional tasting is very important. So what is intentional tasting? Every time we go to drink a coffee, it's an exercise in practicing your tasting notes identification, or practicing how to identify flavors and notes in coffee. So every time you drink coffee, use it as a mini exercise to test yourself and try and identify body, flavor, finish, those sorts of things. It's important to keep practicing your skills, because practicing your skills once for a competition is not always the way to succeed. Practicing your skills constantly is a better way. Number 3, I would say strongly recommend cupping with others, preferably people with more experience than yourself. Cupping with others can help you identify certain things that can be tricky. Myself and my team, I know we cup together quite a bit, and I think that helps us to kind of come to a group consensus on coffees, so I definitely recommend that. Number 4, it's not a great idea to taste to win the competition, which sounds silly. You want to taste the coffees. So go through the coffees, get a real understanding of what you're tasting before you even worry about anything to do with the competition. That's what we did. We tasted twice before we even entered any answers into the attached card and included card. So make sure you're tasting and get a good grasp of all the coffees first. Don't just taste to win the competition. Number 5 would be taste them more than once. So, and also this ties into number 6, don't leave it to the last day. So taste the coffees in bite-sized pieces, whatever you're comfortable with, and then come back the next day or later on, taste them again. Try them as brewed coffees, cup them, do different ways to help you identify. And don't taste on the last day, because some of them can be quite tricky, so it's nice to have a lot of time to go through them and to help yourself succeed in identifying all the different characteristics. That's pretty much all of our tips. We were very lucky to win Season 1, which we're very proud of, and we wish everyone best of luck in Season 2. So again, Apex Coffee Imports, we're a green coffee importer. You can find us online, apexcoffeeimports.com. We're on Instagram at apex_coffee. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, feel free to reach out to us at any time. We're always available, and I wish everyone good luck in Season 2.